It's your favorite podcast. It's Vanguard from Yaad, The Reckoning with Reasoning, with your host, Legendary G. Welcome. It's Vanguard from Yaad, The Reckoning with Reasoning. I'm your host, Legendary G.
So on this episode of Vanguard from Yaad, I'll be telling you a little bit about my background and influences. I grew up in a small village called Llandovery Mountain, Green Castle, located in the cool hills of St. Anne, surrounded by neighboring communities like Mount Zion, Littlefield, Bamboo, Brownstown, Sturge, Mines, Beverly, Salem and Runaway Bay. So not too deep rural, but rural nonetheless. Beautiful place, mountainside, best side. Okay, so I'm a product of St. Anne and also a product of the Barrett family. And I would say I get my compassion and empathy from my family lineage, especially our beloved Mrs. Daisy Barrett, aka Mama D, Mrs. Daisy and George Barrett, who had 18 children together. Yeah, yes, you heard that right. I can't even count the amount of grand and great grandchildren, but yeah, enough of it. So I'll be having some of my family members on this platform, and they will be expounding more on my family lineage in the future episode to come. So both my grandparents passed away, may their soul rest in peace. I also have a few family members who aren't with us today, and I would love to pay homage to my aunt Veronica Barrett, aka Peely, who was an educator and such a big heart, especially towards children. She had one of the most captivating personality and laughter, and as such, great storyteller. She would keep us up all night, entertained, Then my cousin Andy William, who was a mason and carpenter by trade, very skilled individual in the construction field. One of the coolest man you will ever meet, you know what I mean? Then Silma Del Barrett, aka Blackie, had one of the most colorful personality, colorful in every way Jamaican. But we love her because she was blunt and straightforward, no filter, giving it to you raw and uncut. So my aunt Gina Del Barrett, aka Charmaine, and some call her Fatty. My aunt was a businesswoman and operated a corner shop in Llandovery Mountain that supported the community. Very militant lady, stern not only on offenders but also her family members. And through her, that's how I got exposed to street dances and events. Dance hall, but then used to call it bashment, you know what I mean? So that's where I get my first paying job, that was to pick up bottles at her street dances, you know what I mean? And that gave me a sense of purpose too, and also an introduction to the entertainment industry. Yeah. So rest up now, my loved ones. Your memories still live on. My condolences to my other extended relatives and friends who have passed. And if you're watching and sharing same sentiments for yours truly, then I say my condolences. So one of my major influences is my mother, right? As a child growing up, watching Mummy in her vibrant spirit dance and a vibe to our favorite song. I think our favorite song is a soca song. Hold your woman round her belly, worky, 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 worky. Yes, so that's one of my favorite songs. So yeah, big up Genevieve Barrett Moncrief and family and friends call her Jackie. And she has such a big heart and very supportive and loving, So, Mummy, big up yourself and I dedicate that episode to you. So, you know you watch. Big up yourself, Mummy. Enough love. Yes. So, then, my cousin, Aswin Arrow, also known as DJ Arrow, is also a big influence for me. Arrow used to, play at my aunt's street dances and, watching him stringing up the sound and stuff like that, was very fascinating. But what impacted me was, as a toddler, watching him stringing up a car cassette deck to some speakers and then connecting the deck to a 12-volt car battery just to get power to play the music. That was everything to me. And from that day on, I'm going to do something with music because that was so fascinating just to see, And I kept that fascination, I think, of wanting to become an artist till one day I recorded myself and one of my cousins, Sizzla Kalonji, cassette back then. It was Sizzla Kalonji, the real thing album, 2002. It was a real thing with pure song like Solid as a Rock, Thank You Mama. One of those days, be a big song. So my cousin Aki, aka Kiki, bring in this brand new Sizzler cassette, man, and you know, bad, nice, big tune on it. So, you know, in the room one day I vibe to the Sizzler cassette and I mess with the dial on it. So, you know, the play and the record button is side by side. So I accidentally push it down and then realize I was recording my voice. After I rewind and play, I realized, oh my God, me I hear myself. So, because I'm so excited, I forgot that it wasn't an empty cassette. You know, it was the most heartfelt and prolific album of that time. That Sizzler, you know. So me calling my cousin Kenny now and say, yo, come in Kenny, can we drop some tune? So we press record and then I play with it and I belt out some tune. And I remember one of the songs that we were singing was a Barrett and Levy song featuring Bounty Killer. You're living dangerously. You're living dangerously. You're living dangerously. You're living dangerously. I guess it is me, you're Barrett and Levy. Oh, your feet. Yeah, so, you know, me and Kenny start DJ and do the thing and, you know, come in the evening and start playing him nice Sizzler cassette and realize it. I know Sizzler alone on the cassette, you know, we get upon it too. So he was upset. But you know, even though they upset still, he never show no hate still, I will still love, you know. Actually, Aquino was the first one who taught me my first song, and I performed it at the Mount Zion College at the time, which is now Mount Zion Primary School. Yeah, performed it, man, and got standing ovation. So yeah, big up to Kiki, yeah man. So as you see, my family would big for music, and most of my influences come from my family. You know what I mean? Yes man. So another strong musical influence for me was when I attended Prospect College and became a part of the choir and the marching band. You know, I started learning more about musical instrument and the theory side of music from an excellent educator, Mr. Marlowe, and I'm hoping to have Mr. Marlowe on my program also to talk more about his tenure at Prospect College. But my real exposure to dancehall and that experience of, you know, performing and stuff is when I moved to Mount Zion, the neighboring community next door to Llandovery Mountain. Our house was right across from a bar with a bamboo land owned by a man called Mr. Beverly, big up Mr. Beverly. And every Sunday evening Mr. Beverly used to put on a little dance around the bamboo land. So, you know, people used to come out. It was just a happy vibe, you know, Sunday evening, everybody come out and just, you know, all a vibe around there and things. So, you know, school was the next day. So I used to get the opportunity to go over there, but I had to be in the house by a certain time. So we used to think that mommy asleep and say, "Chup, time passed," but mommy probably asleep and round there, have fun with your friend and a dance and you know, have fun, and then you will feel somebody a tug from your shirt and you look at mommy and you just get pulled through the crowd and you have to take it, you know, peer embarrassment from your friends and stuff like that. But yeah, it was good because, you know, you're always supposed to be some order in everything we do, you know. Yeah, so, you know, yeah, so getting pulled through an event as a little youth, it never feel good them time there. Yeah, you know, cause all your friends them did they all watch you and people laugh, you know. You might see one girl you like and, you know, you move and put a cheek road. That's embarrassing. But, you know, today we grow and understand, so yeah, it was because of, you know, some order of everything. You can't just, you know, let go like that. Yes, yeah man, so some order, yeah man. And also big up to Marvin, aka Merciless. Yes man, yeah man. So I had some good time growing up, yeah man, and like I said, most of my musical influence coming from my family and, you know, in the community. So, you know, we get exposed to a lot of stuff. Good stuff. You understand? We're not going like say, yeah, we never had some good time growing up. Yeah man, we have some great time, some excellent time. Give thanks. Yeah, so many of you in the entertainment industry would know me from Irie FM. Yeah, I did 14 years at Grove Broadcasting Company Limited, Irie FM. Most of you probably know that. Yeah, I started working there at age 21 actually, yeah. And that in itself is an episode, or episodes, you know. So I will get into it in future episodes and also why I departed. Yes, so stay tuned. Know what I mean? Yeah man. Yeah, so I started out being an accounting clerk at RFM, then became the entertainment producer for E-Buzz and the evening segment of the What's the Scoop WTS program. Yeah, so big up DJ Bones, Kishima, Courtney Mac, you You know what I mean? DJ Brian, Whistle, Gary G, Brigade, GT Taylor, Matrix, The Popper, Muta. You know what I mean? Big up Paul and Barbara too. Echo Dan Wade, DJ Kemar, big up on yourself. And all the other staff members who are holding down the fort. Yeah man, big up on yourself, enough respect. So I'm also an entertainer, songwriter, producer, and currently doing some composition, you know, honing my skills in that. And most recently, podcaster and vlogger. Yes, people. Yes, man. So I started producing around like 4 years ago. Started out with my brother T Banks, you know, and his career from Dancing Baby leading up to Lifeline. And he have something new dropping this Friday called Boss, you know what I mean? So look out for that. And T Banks is the CEO of Road of Rings Entertainment. Very good artist, and I will leave links to his music down in the description so you can check him out, you know what I mean, if you haven't heard of him. I've also done production works with Tevina Richards of YGF Records, you know, working with a group of top tier and upcoming entertainers. And we did a few projects together, you know, working with Sanchez, D. Sanchez, and a song called Love, and another one called Juby. Shensi and Shatawale, The Way I Move, yeah, 90s, Mr. Hot Boy, you know, Slow Wine, and then a song she did with Shatawale called Shatta with 9. A Guyanese artist called Nesta, Boom Tiki Boom and Chocolate Boy. So I met all these people through Tevin Richards, you know, and he'll be on my program too, giving you his side of the story and things. So yeah man, looking forward for that little chat up, you know what I mean? Yeah. Also worked on a compilation project he did with Deep Joy and Javilani also called Growth. Yeah man, Growth EP, you know. So I'm no stranger to the industry and music overall, and as we go along I'll be having some of my colleagues on this platform just to share their stories also. So that's it for today my people. So see you next week for another exciting and interesting story. Yes, I'll keep them interesting, I'll keep them coming, you know what I mean? So thanks for joining the Vanguard from Yaad, the Reckoning with Reasoning. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like and share this link. Thank you. Enough respect.